Welcome to Stitchy Fix. I'm Victoria. This is my mom, Chris.
Hi, everyone.
And Sophia is not here right now. So we have no distractions and it's all stitchy goodness today. So we hope you pull up a chair or are sitting in a comfy chair. You have something to sip on or stitch on and just relax and enjoy. We are having kind of a gloomy, rainy Saturday here. We're filming on a Saturday, which we usually don't, but Chris is helping with costumes for the high school. Her last final I'm retired but I'm not retired thing. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And so we just had to like adjust the schedule a little bit.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, and we are now up to date. So like this is coming out on the day that we're filming it, hopefully, or the next day. Today or the next day, that's it.
Yeah. Last day in April.
Yes.
Hard to believe May is tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, also, and I feel like I was gonna have a Debbie moment, but I was gonna say there's a book called Wish Tree, and on May 1st, this tree is telling the story, and everyone goes and ties a wish onto the branches.
Sweet.
We call it May Day. It's by Catherine Applegate, if you want to read it. I mean, like, it's for, you know, upper elementary kids, but it's a very, very sweet story. But if you ever want to read it. But it's May Day, and I was like, everyone should make a wish on May Day. Anyways.
I love that idea.
Yeah, but Debbie always shows, if you don't know from Snug Harbor Crafts, she used to show like picture books or things that she was using in her library. So I had a Debbie moment just now. Anyways. Chris has been doing a ton of stitching, which is super exciting in the time from when we filmed our last video to now, as well as finishing.
Yes, probably more time finishing than stitching, but in that time went overnight to Chicago and took some stitching.
That was
even
fun.
if I just put a couple of stitches in.
Yep.
A couple of strands probably.
Yep.
It was fun.
All right.
What have you done in the last week? Just a little personal update for the last week?
Oh yeah, so I had my gestational diabetes test. I don't have it. Woohoo! I do have anemia. Which I basically told my doctor 2 weeks ago. I was like, so I was anemic the last time in my pregnancy. I'm probably anemic again. So you just have to take iron pills.
Yeah. So it was good news.
Of a deal. Yeah, it was good news overall. And yeah, already know the solution. Already did it last time. So we are headed into our third trimester.
Fun time.
Yeah. So
and not in COVID.
Yes. Well, the numbers are going up again. So hopefully it doesn't. Yeah.
Hopefully you're not quarantined and you get to like be out and about a little bit more than you were last time.
Yeah, and we've talked about like when I had Sophia, I could only have one person at the hospital. There was no visitors. There was no anything. It was just you had one support person, and we were like worried about even getting Patrick in the room. So as of now, come July, that's when the baby's due. If nothing changes, again, the numbers are kind of going up in our area a little bit, but you can have one support person with you the whole time, and then you can have a visitor, one other visitor, like on visiting hours or whatever. And then like if other people want to come, they just rotate out essentially. So
that's moving in the right direction.
I know. I was like, I've never had like a birth like a normal whatever. Yeah. Normal birth. And you know, I think you said with me you were in the hospital a couple days.
Yeah.
No one rushes you out.
No. With Lauren I was in for 5 days because that was old-fashioned and my first baby. But yes, Victoria was born on New Year's Eve. That's an exciting time to be in the hospital. It's very noisy if there's people around. But everyone, you know, I was very blessed. 2 healthy babies on regular maternity floors where everybody is celebrating.
Yeah.
So it's all wonderful.
And I feel like when I was in the hospital, I did stay in the hospital a little longer because Sophia just had some high bilirubin levels, but my friends who had babies were like rushed out. Like they weren't keeping new moms in the hospital because of COVID. So I don't know what it'll be like. But also it's like, yeah, such a great time to like just be the 3 of you before it's the 4 of you.
Oh, yes. That's a new,
Yeah.
that's a geometric progression
Yes,
of
yeah.
demands.
So yeah, that's all. And then we are down to our last 4 weeks of school, and 4 weeks and 2 days. But if you say 5 weeks, it's longer. But if you say 4 weeks and 2 days, you're like, okay, I can do that. So we're kind of like in this final stretch with some big projects coming up, and yeah, this is kind of like not a lot of stitching time, which is why I'm always so sad, because like Stitch Mania, I always want to do it and like do it well, but it's just a hard time of year. So
We'll make up for it in the summer.
hopefully I'll be running around after Sophia. But
Who does run?
who
And
now?
climb.
Yes, she loves to run and climb now. She's very active,
Mhm.
very talkative, very opinionated.
Yes. I think we spoke the last time that her father taught her the N-O word.
Yes, so she loves to use that. Anyways, that's my little life update. You're working on the show. You had a weekend away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just, yeah, Chicago.
Staycation.
Yeah, but it was nice.
It was, and we got every minute of 24 hours.
Yep.
We got picked up at 11:30 and returned at noon the next day.
Yeah, and packed everything in.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
great. It was wonderful.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for listening to all of our little life updates.
Not much exciting.
We are still going to StitchCon, so we're excited for that. That's in about, what, 6 weeks? I think, yeah, 6 weeks. So I'll be very big.
The most pregnant person there, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that'll be for sure. So we're going to take it easy and drive slow, and
Right. Maybe we'll stop at some L&S's en route.
yeah, please, if you know any. We didn't see any come through last week. From Chicago to Cincinnati. If you know anything, Indiana, Ohio, let us know.
Okay.
Okay. Chris, did you have any fully finished objects?
I do. I have 4.
5, I thought.
1, 2.
4 flat folds or 3 flat
3
folds?
flat folds.
Okay, just kidding. I
Okay.
gave her more credit than her student.
I didn't deserve. Okay, so I will start with the one that wasn't a flat fold. So I think you saw Country Cottage Needlework Springtime Serenade before. So I framed it, and instead of just framing it, I put the little flowers on it just to give it a little bit of life, and it is on an easel. So it's framed, I'm sorry, it's framed on this white. Oh look, you can see the other side of the room in the reflection.
Yeah, here, we'll try to get that clear off.
Sorry.
I don't know if we'll be able to.
Okay, you have the idea. And
We need glare-free glass or whatever that museum
all right,
glass
it was
is.
hard to find because this finished piece needed a 9x12 frame.
Mhm.
And it is not a common frame at Hobby Lobby. This frame is from Hobby Lobby, and it is 9x12. But that was pretty much it.
Okay.
So just made it a little 3D by pulling the bright colors to the side. And then I'm going to put it on. I left the price tag on this. I didn't need to, sorry.
Well, no, that's good. I mean, if you, this
It's
is
from
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby too. So they have a
778 100.
Yeah, they have several sizes of easels. So I thought that looks nice.
And then you can change it out, whatever you put on the easel.
Correct. And the nice thing about actually doing a frame on an easel, it also still has its hangers. So if you change your mind about what you want to do with it, you have options.
Yep.
Okay, so
We
then
thought it was too basic. You had that already in the white frame, but we thought
right,
it's a little
it needed
lackluster.
Right, it needed a little bit of life. Okay, the next 3 are going to be flat folds because, as you know, I did the one for St. Patrick's Day, the little leprechaun, and I wanted to work on my skills using that, and I realized, as other people have recommended, for seasonal projects, it's a fun way to display them, and then it's a very easy way to store them.
Yeah.
So they just fold up.
Yeah.
So you guys already saw the Shannon Christine's Hippity Hoppity finish. So this is it finished. This was on Forbidden Fiber Co.'s monthly fabric celadon with all the DMC colors. And then I added the rickrack, another board, and then the flat fold board that picks up the colors. Honestly, I think choosing the colors of the fabric and the trims to make sure that the cross stitch pops is like the longest part of the process.
Yeah, I think you did choose well. Cute little Easter eggs. Mom likes very busy fabric, usually. Like you would go for a more patterned fabric than less.
Well, I like the layers, right? I want it to, I don't want it to be boring. Now.
Yes.
But I don't think this is. So I think this works. Shannon Christine. Hippity hoppity. Flat fold. I did rewatch a couple of flat fold tutorials. I mean, there are so many people out there that have good instructions just to remind myself of how to do it.
Yep.
And then I had 2 more projects that were in process. You guys saw this, Stitching with the Housewives. Egg Hunt. And as if you may remember, I changed the colors to match the Shannon Christine one. And I fully finished that. Isn't that funny cute? I'm so pleased at how the colors came through on this fabric.
It totally works.
So then I did a little bit simpler because there was just so much happening in this design. And I give myself, so both of these have batting underneath the stitch piece. Did a little bit of rickrack, gave myself a bow. She's got the steady hand. And then finished the sides. I did make this flat fold a little bit more narrow of a footprint so it could fit on my mantle without falling over, because we've had things fall over before. And this trim, if you recall in our last video, I think I shared that I got a pack of these random yardages. Each piece was a yard, and it was all these Easter colors, and there was 2 lengths of each style trim in that package, and which was enough to do this whole flat fold edge.
Yay!
So that's Egg Hunt by Stitching with the Housewives.
So cute.
And then my last fully finished is one you guys haven't seen since last May.
MAYNIA. MAYNIA Start, right?
MAYNIA Start. It's called April Showers by Primrose Cottage Stitchers, which I know they're getting a lot of traction and with a lot of their new designs, but this was out last year called April Showers, and it had been a MAYNIA Start for me. Encouraged
by a little girl duck, a little boy duck.
I know.
Her grandbabies.
So cute. What was I going to say about that? I forget.
You went through your MAYNIA patterns. I thought that's why you...
That's right. I ran across it because I wanted to pull out what I wanted to work on for Stitch Mania. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I let this sit here when it has like...
close. Yeah.
So close to being done. So here's my April showers. So cute. Aren't they so cute? This yellow was trim again from that packet that I bought. And okay, in my imagination, this is the sun coming out. You know how like the sun will come out tomorrow after the rain? And finding fabric that would speak to rain. I'm going to see if I get this close enough. Can you see? So this was a fat quarter from Joann's. Doesn't that look like it's wet? I thought that really spoke to like a puddle or something. So it didn't detract from the umbrella, but was a really pretty color to go with it. So yeah, so that was my third flat fold. And now it's still April. Now I can put away my Easter decorations because this can all go with it. So yeah, it was fun. And honestly, I do find that you get inspired when you finish things like, oh, you can do
another
more,
one,
right?
Yeah.
So anyway.
And I get inspired when I finish anything to give it to Chris to fully finish.
Oh. It's fun.
Yeah,
Just
nice.
takes time.
Did you have any whips?
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Okay, so I spoke about when I went away for the 24 hours, and you've seen this before, but I am working on my March Stitching with the Housewives calendar crate. And I did change the color to the light blue for my kitchen. And I got another tulip on there.
It's a 14 count Ada.
Yes, it's Icelandic blue. There we go. So, oh, I got 1 plus a little.
There you go.
All right, then for Victoria and I, typically we try the week that has the 25th in it to do a Christmas cross stitch week. So as you know, I'm feverishly got to finish Victoria's stocking because Little Nugget's stocking needs to be ready by Christmas as well.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, it's the Dimensions stack of critters
For Sophia.
for Sophia. And I am down here, and I'm happy to report I got the blue package done.
It's layered with another package in front. That's why it looks
Right, and the I didn't finish all the ribbon, but
cute.
made progress.
Can you show the whole thing again?
I'd be happy to. He's so cute.
It's so much
Stack
work
of
on
critters.
these. There you go. Look at those cuties.
Yeah.
It'll be fun when they're fully finished.
Right, and I know there's backstitching, and I don't mind backstitching. It does make it makes it even more defined, but
Yeah.
lots of colors, lots of changing, which is great. And then I did start a new project for 4th of July. I don't know if you recall that I did Tiny Modernist's little love letters mouse.
Yep.
And I did the pumpkin one from October. I forget what she was called.
Mm-hmm.
But they came out with, is that this year they came out with this?
2021.
2021. So this Mouse's 4th of July ride. I love bicycles. So I got this design. Now I did, oops, I should have, oh yes. I did change the colors because I really wanted to get something that was, I wanted to start this first of all. And I knew I was going to be in tech this week. And I know I was going to be at the theater all weekend. So I wanted to have like a to-go project. You've often heard many people refer to they've got a travel project.
Yep.
And I actually was able to work on this last night during the show. Not too many crises in the costume area, thank the good Lord.
Thank goodness with Beauty and the Beast. There's
Right.
many a crisis that's happened in the past.
Yes, exactly. I am using the Fangirl Fiber Big Hero 6 Ada from the monthly club. So I changed that,
It's a really nice neutral.
and this is how far I've gotten. I also did change the door. It called for the white, but the white, I'm afraid, didn't have enough colors around it to really pop at the door. So I decided on a red door. You know, the good feng shui, I think, is a red door. And just to give you an idea of the mix of fibers that I'm using, I am using DMC. I am using Forbidden Fibers 115 Big Apple Red for the red. I'm using 2 Gentle Arts for the Deep Sea Blue and the Mocha. Those are the 2 that I've gotten. And then I just picked a couple of close other DMCs to the other colors.
So you could start. That was the goal.
Right. So this was the opportunity to work on something, you know, like this on Ada.
Yeah.
That's all the stitching and finishing I did this week.
Wow.
Well, 10 days really.
Yeah. That's all there is, guys. Not anything, really. Nothing at all. So crazy. I stitched on something, and my friend Sarah, who's also the one who we always talk about, that she's crazy because she just started and the first piece was on black and the second piece was all backstitch. And she's also sewing project bags now.
She gave us, yes.
Yes. So she came over and I like stitched. It was really nice.
Nice.
That was last week, but we haven't filmed since then. So I'm still working on Seaside Wedding just because it was literally sitting next to me. But
wow, good job.
like one side has the tan and the other side doesn't. So I don't know if you can tell that, but all these tan leaves coming down, that was there. But now I'm kind of working in this bottom quadrant and filling that in. So all this tan. I mean, it's super boring to show you, but
I think it's not. Everyone
it's
likes to
making
see
progress. Yeah.
Everyone likes to see progress.
So we're getting there slowly but surely. I was like tempted last night to start a new project, but I didn't. I was just like, I'm just gonna work on whatever's sitting right next to me, because Sophia went down. She was very tired. She only took one nap yesterday, so she went down kind of early and then woke up kind of early. Just a little bit tired. Yeah, but making progress. We'll see what I stitch on next. Now that it's May. May's like always, yeah, a really hard month to stitch on for me. But we did do MAYNIA starts last year, so I did contemplate like, maybe I'll just bring out, you know, 1 or 2 of those and see what's already started.
Well, and that's what I'm going to do, something that's already started.
Yeah, yeah. Even though like there's so many patterns that I've bought that I'm like, I want to start that right now. Like I wanted to start my Meg and like things I've like basically kitted up completely that I'm like, I could just start that right now. But it's very tempting.
It is.
But this is July 2nd is the goal for this.
Excellent.
5 years of marriage. It only took me 5 years to make it.
Done.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all my stitching. But my friend Sarah came over and she made me another project bag.
You are so spoiled. Oh, that's so pretty.
It's just like so fun for summer. And she's got these super cute little like rainbow zippers that she finds on Amazon. Nice. I was like, that's so crazy. And then pineapples. So I definitely get spoiled when like your friend knows how to sew. And then Chris got me an Easter gift because we haven't filmed since Easter, right? Or we did?
I got an Easter gift. It didn't come before Easter Sunday.
Oh right, we did 2
We
Easters.
did 2 Easters, so.
So then this is my Easter bag that Chris got me with a little bunny. And then zigzag, and then bunnies on the back. Do you know who?
It's by Painted Leaf Co. They're a mother-daughter
team. Very nice. Add 2 more to the stash. Yay. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
And thanks to Sarah, I'm very happy to supply her with opportunities to make me project bags.
I find such joy in thumbing through my projects that are in project bags, and I'm getting a little bit more particular that the right season has to be in the right bag.
Yes.
I did fix that.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. It's like clashing of minds. Yeah, so that's all my stitchy stuff.
Okay. Stitch Mania plans?
Yeah, just I might pull out what I've already started. Or I also saw, if you don't watch Janet Jabber, I just told Mom about her this week, but she has great patterns and she stitches stuff that's like similar to what we would pick, but also some mirabilia, like she's really good, but super upbeat. And she was working on her frogworts.
Oh,
and I had
coming, right?
Yeah, well that's July, but that's I have started both of those, year 1 and year 2, and made like pretty good progress on both. Have. So I was like, oh, that might be fun, like for May to just do like Harry Potter.
Yeah, you might be a little distracted in July with the new baby.
Yeah, well, depending on when the baby comes. The baby's due July 27th, but yeah, Sophia made it a surprise appearance about a month early, almost. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be, we'll see what, yeah, I just can't predict anything in my life right now.
That's okay.
So
that's what's
I
nice about a hobby.
Yes, and it's fun watching Flosstube because it's like, oh, I have that project and I've started it. Yeah. So I could pull it out. It kind of like helps remind you. Yeah, so I might do those 2 frogworts patterns and pull those out, but that's kind of my only thoughts. And then just trying to finish the wedding sampler.
Cool. Progress.
I
think I mentioned at the last video.
Yes, you did mention.
And I just thought I would show you where I'm starting since today's April 30th. Technically, you should see some progress next week.
Yep.
I am going to work on the 5 pieces of French cuisine, which I will show you one at a time.
This is by Hands on Design.
By Hands on Design.
This love her.
Is, you know, the apple and sage.
Pretty.
And
did you buy the board? I forget if we bought the board. No.
No.
Okay.
And Victoria did for my birthday, if you remember last March, not this March, but the year before, she bought me all the fancy floss for it. And we did buy this at Inspired Needles, so I got all the pieces correctly sized and cut. So there's my start on apples and sage.
And Inspired Needle in Lamont, Illinois did like stitch along, so they had already the fabrics pre-selected.
Yeah, we're a little.
We were behind.
Late.
Yeah, we just didn't know.
Right. And this is strawberries and mint, which I love. And this is how far I am on this. Okay. Then this is blueberries and thyme.
I think that one's one of my favorites.
They are.
Yeah, and I Sophia loves blueberries.
Sophia loves blueberries. And I have a little bit more progress on this, but it must have just been I had more time that day because I did only do one day on it. Well, that looks like I must have had a big block of time. And then
I like this one too.
Pear and rosemary.
I like the colors of the floss on these.
And this is how far I am on this.
I feel like that looks like such Parisian font.
Maybe. And then the
holder.
The holder, the French kitchen, the Cuisine Française. Isn't that pretty? And this is how far. So the orientation on this is different, so the other pieces fit into it. And this is how far I am on that. Yes, and it's very fun to bring out something you actually started already, because I feel like
you already got
some momentum going. And then I have this idea of how I'm going to attack these projects. I'm going to set myself a goal for 31 minutes a day for the 31 days. Now, I think I've shared with before, when I start like time tracking my stuff, I get like 10 minutes at a time. Then I'm interrupted. Then I get 10 minutes at a time. So for me to get a solid 31 minutes in, I should be able to make a lot of progress. And then just a target.
Yeah, for 31 days.
31 minutes for 31 days.
That's your MAYNIA plan.
That's my MAYNIA plan. It's like a budget. It's an estimate.
Yes.
It's a target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hope that, we've inspired maybe like some different ways that you can do MAYNIA.
Yes.
So we were also just chatting like you could do 22 minutes of stitching a day, because Stitch Mania used to be like by the year, like the last 2 digits of the calendar year. Or what was the other one we said? 31, 22.
Projects.
5 projects for the month of May, or 50 minutes a day. Yeah, and like don't feel like you have to start. Lindy Stitches, I think last year, she would do 1 project like as her main project for the week, and then she would have 1 new start on the weekend.
Oh yes, I do remember that. Yes.
So that's like 4 new starts in total, and then you have like 1 main piece that you work on during the weekdays. So all of these are just like different ways, and the Facebook group is gone. So it's just like kind of just like a tradition. Yeah. And then making it your own. And Chris, someone wrote that they liked that you called it MAYNIA. MAYNIA. Because it's kind of nice to focus
on something that I just want to do for me.
Yeah, it's not a gift for anybody else or something like that. Right. Yeah, so we would love to know, like, are you gonna adopt like a, adaptive version of Stitch Mania?
Challenge for yourself?
Yeah. And mine is just survive, guys. This is one of these years I'm gonna not be pregnant when we're filming Flosstube, or not have a brand new baby or something like that. But I'm excited to, I have a really good group of kids this year. I'm excited to end on a high note.
Right.
And then really just focus on my family.
Right.
But
we thought we'd give you, we would do a couple of giveaways today, so that you could follow along. Kimberly Jolly from Fat Quarter Shop, she is doing what's called FQS Mania, I believe it's called. And we have 2 2
Full
packs,
kits.
full kits. No, there's no fabric.
Okay.
Is there fabric? No, I don't think there's any fabric. There's no fabric, but this vintage housewife kit that includes the...
We'll show you.
Oh wait, maybe it does.
Well, you have like a,
You have a floss keep.
yeah, you have a floss key. So this is like, you can put all your floss in, like, you know, tether it to the sides.
Right, a needle minder. All the DMC floss in their colorway for it, which they give you the card for that, and then obviously the chart. We have 2 of those to give away this year. Just if anyone wants to be inspired to participate in Stitch Mania.
Yeah.
So,
And you'll get, you know, the full thing.
you get a full thing.
I do think it's nice too, like, they package everything so nice and
High quality.
it's really high
definitely.
quality paper and all that good stuff.
Correct.
So yeah. Yay! Okay, so 2 giveaways, and how should you enter if you want one of these? You should write us a comment, be subscribed, like the video, and just let us know what you're doing in May.
Yeah, so use the word May.
Yeah, just say May. You don't even have to say Mania.
Right? No.
Like we give grace here, right? We don't make people feel bad.
Right. So basically it means you don't have to be commenting at all about Stitch Mania.
Yes.
Just use
What
the
are you
word
doing in
May in the comment, and we will have 2 winners because we have 2 whole sets of these that we will be giving away in our next video.
Yeah. And we're gonna be most likely up to date.
Yes.
So like it won't get behind. You'll have like a week because we'll film on Wednesday.
So this will have a short week.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you'll have a short week. So just make sure you comment, and we'll post on our Instagram, which is Stitchy Fix. That's it. That there is a giveaway. So if you can click the link from Instagram too. A lot of people do that.
Okay.
But yeah, make sure you're subscribed because we really bring the content. I mean, Chris brings the content, which is wonderful. And we just love sitting and chatting with you and talking cross stitch, and yeah, it is just a joyful part of the day.
Yeah.
We hope that, well, we feel lucky even that you watch us in the first place. Right. Because we are just, you know, we're just ourselves, yeah. And we feel lucky that you would even spend any time with us, but also we hope that we're just bringing a little bit of joy into your life and
keep
uplifting.
the community growing.
Yeah.
Sharing with our friends.
Yeah. And we're excited to meet people in person at StitchCon. And it'll be exciting to sit and stitch. But again, who actually gets stuff done at retreats? It's
when you're talking.
When you're talking so much. And then you have to count again and again and again. So yeah, we hope you enter to win these. Let us know what you're doing in May. Also, like, side note, if you know of any LNSs from Chicago to Cincinnati, let us know. On the route, we would love to like stop. We don't have a rush to get, we've got kind of set it up so we don't have to rush. And then, yeah, we hope that you stitch as much as you want or as little as you want, and we will see you in our next video.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.